Go.
Can't do that though, man. It's too much about your people in
And
one
I
season.
know, I know, I know. But my thing is that's an ideal scenario, you know.
Do you know what the funny thing was?
Obviously, for me,
Before you,
I'd bring Sancho back, but
oh,
we're not
okay,
sure what's happening there. The same with Greenwood, I'd bring him back, but we're not sure. I would give Martial a new contract.
Greenwood ain't
Uh,
coming back. I don't really see him coming back in the Premier
is that
League
Greenwood?
again. Nah, it's just the media. Even though
Yeah.
everyone says innocent until proven guilty, when it
Mm.
comes to those kind of things, you're guilty. That's how people see you and will paint you. No matter what happened behind closed doors, no matter what the actual story is, no matter the nuances, because relationships are nuanced, it doesn't matter. And when it comes to the media and
They'll
the
just run with whatever they're
sentiment,
gonna run with. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I
yeah.
don't recommend him to ever come back and play English football.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think in a ideal situation, um, I would like him to come back because obviously he's a good football player. But
Yeah,
realistically, it's going to be difficult for him to come back. So I'm kind of resigned to the fact that he ain't coming back. Jadon
yeah.
Sancho, I'd bring him back all day long, give him a number 7 shirt, make him the main starter. Um, I would have given Martial a new contract for sure. Rafael Varane, how you've let Rafael Varane go out the door is a disgrace. You know, how this manager stayed here, and obviously it looks like it's a financial problem. It's deflated me. So now I just have to just wait and see what signings are coming in. First and foremost, I want to see what's going to happen in regards to the manager because the manager hasn't agreed a new contract yet, and I've got a sneaky feeling, you know, and I'm crossing my fingers here that negotiations break down where they put something in there which he doesn't like because I can't do another season of this manager. I can't do it. So I'm just going to be more of a case. I'm going to be just watching other games. If Man United are playing, I'm not too invested in it until I see a different style of play, until I see certain players playing. For me, Amad Diallo next season needs to be the main winger of that team. I don't want to see Amad getting, you know what I mean, 5, 10 minutes. I want to see him as a starter.
Who plays
And
ahead of him?
well, Anthony was bought for 80 mil, and Anthony's a decent player, but obviously the money side of it, obviously there's going to be issues there. But he's been playing Garnacho on the right with Rashford on the left. But I'll tell you one thing for certain: if Man United think they can come into next season with Garnacho and Højlund as the main two,
Yeah,
forget about it. That's a mid-table finish with Bruno in behind. That's a mid-table finish, you know.
I think
So
he needs to get rid of Anthony. For being honest,
well, Anthony's going to be a hard one
I was gonna
because
take the mic when I first asked the question. I was gonna take the mic specifically about Anthony more than anybody else who plays for Man United about him
yeah.
specifically. And
The
it's not
thing
just
is,
a price tag.
Anthony's on 200 grand a week and he costs 80 mil. So he's going to be a hard sell. And
Yeah.
I think under a different manager, you can get more out of Anthony. I don't think Anthony's the biggest problem. The issue
Why
is
do you say
obviously,
that though? Why would you say that you'd get more out of him when the reason why you brought him is your current manager?
but again, when you're hearing these figures that were touted about for Anthony, you just
Yeah.
walk away. But this manager was adamant that he wanted him, and obviously the club backed him. The problem is when you've got Amad Diallo available, Ahmad has to play. Whether he plays in the 10 or on the right, he has to play. But Anthony now has to be justified on the money. So this manager has made poor signings. Rasmus Højlund was a poor signing. Anthony hasn't lived up to the hype. Um, Mason Mount was a joke.
Yeah.
Like he spent 50 mil on Mason Mount, which rises for what? You know, Onana cost what 40 mil, I think. Onana, I'll give him time because I think as the ball playing goalkeeper, he's probably the best in the world as a ball playing goalkeeper. Obviously, he's made a few mistakes, and I'll give him another season. Um,
Edison's the
I'm,
best
I'm
ball playing goalkeeper.
say again.
Edison for Man City.
I think Onana might be better. I think Edison looks better because he's left footed and he can spray the passes. But Onana, in terms of being
Yeah.
press resistant, I don't think there's a better keeper because I never see Onana get caught out, really, you know.
What
And
I'm saying, ain't nobody flicking the ball over anyone's head like Allison.
Alisson's good, but the thing is, I think Onana's probably better than Alisson, if I'm honest.
What on
And
the
Onana's just too
game?
comfortable with it, you know. But
Oh, on the ball.
on the ball, yeah, I'd
Yeah.
keep him. Lissandro's a top player, but obviously, again, he's been injured. Malacia, we can't really say too much because he ain't been there for the whole
Hold on
season.
though. Is
Yeah,
is a question, a prediction on one though.
yeah,
If you have Ten Hag as your manager come the start of the season,
yep.
do you see him lasting till Christmas?
No.
How many games?
Well, if I'm honest with you, yeah, um I don't think Ineos rate him anyway, if I'm honest, because not once have Ineos come out and backed him publicly. So,
Yeah.
which makes me think the only reason he's staying is financial, because I heard that in July they can sack him for 6 mil. Whereas
Okay.
now it will cost about 10. So whether that's a factor, I don't know. But what I will say is that I believe, because any new regime, when they come in, they're gonna want to bring in their own man. And
Yeah.
the fact that they've kept this guy, and yeah, people will say, yeah, he's won a trophy, but he's fallen out with multiple players. The football's the worst in the league. So for me, as an owner or part owner, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, right, you know, if it's not for the financial reason, then I'm sacking him. So I can only hope that they've kept him, or
I
they're
think
gonna or they're gonna there's something. I mean, I think the
they've made it
negotiation
too public to sack him now. Like, think
again.
about it. Oh, they made it too public to sack him. Oh, we're gonna have this meeting to have like an end. Every team does it. End of season review. We all managers do it, but they
Yeah,
focused it and they released too many stories into the press
yeah,
about his job being at risk, about them meeting X, Y, and Z in France, wherever it was.
yeah.
I think if they then go and sack him, let's say 10 games into the season,
Mm.
they're going to look like they're basically going to look like Chelsea.
I don't think they really care. If I'm honest, I don't think they really care.
I get
Um,
that, but I think from the outside looking in, the biggest issue with Man United is stability, which is
mm,
why the whole new ownership and new leadership, behind closed doors was so important, because it's about getting that perception of stability
yeah,
back into the club. So if you go and you start the season with Ten Hag, then sack him so early into the season, and then it's going to be like, okay, now you need a new manager. Then it's going to be, okay, the whole media is going to be, how long is this manager going to last?
yeah,
Unless it's a standout manager that everybody looks at and goes, yeah, he's definitely going to do well, which
yeah.
is hardly anybody, because you've had tons of managers like that and they don't last more than a season or two.
Mm. Well, the thing is, Van Nistelrooy, there's rumors about him coming in, and there's obviously rumors about him being the interim if he comes in and taking over if
Yeah.
Ten Hag doesn't do well. I just think, as I say, it all depends on what they're offering him. If they're offering him a 3-year contract, let's say, then we got to deal with this for another season. Yeah. I think if they offer him a year extension, there could
Yeah.
be something in the pipeline. But I also believe that they're going to put something in his contract which they know he's going to refute, which is going to force his hand, because
That's going to be hard of a Dutch manager though,
what do you mean?
because with Arnie Slot, for example, he's come in and the whole thing is, oh, he's not a manager, he's a head coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah,
used to actually not having things like not having veto on transfers, not having a lot of control in general behind closed
yeah, yeah,
doors, be
yeah,
mainly
yeah,
focused on the team. So I think with Ten Hag, he was given control that he never had back at Ajax
yeah. I
when he
know. Yeah.
came. So I think if, for example, they were to give him changes in his contract, I don't know how dogmatic he would be on the need to have those responsibilities still.
Well, the thing is, a lot of it as well, they're talking about sacking his number two. Now, if they sack his number two,
Yeah,
he's basically not lasting, because they know by them sacking his number two, that's taking more power away from him. And then they're going to bring in someone which he doesn't really know too much about, probably. And he's going to end up probably clashing with, which is going to force his hand. So I think they've got something up their sleeves with this manager because I can't believe that they've actually kept him because when you're interviewing other managers,
Yeah.
yeah, that should just tell you that they're not happy with their current manager. But I do believe it's a financial issue as to why he's still there. But I do believe as well that yeah, I think it comes down to do with negotiations. I think they're gonna have something in there which they know he's gonna push back on. And I think that could be the breakdown of communication with him and the manager. And I think that's where you're gonna kind of hear certain things where
I
um
mean,
yeah,
I'm a fan of conspiracy theories, and I think that might be a good one, put it that
yeah,
way, because it puts Man United in a better light. And I know you guys,
yeah,
like Liverpool, love to do that when it comes to the press. So it's always the person who's leaving's fault, like when Sterling was leaving Liverpool.
mm,
100% get it. I just don't. I kind of I when it comes to his personality, I can see him even if his assistants get sacked, I can see him trying to ride it out just in case he's get some kind of success from it.
yeah,
Because in
yeah,
his mind, he's like, when I came here, you didn't let me play 10 hardball. I had to play Man United football.
yeah,
And now then he's like, okay, everyone says so you're gonna have to wait to get till he gets his players in. That kind of happened, but you still nobody knows what 10 hardball is like.
yeah,
So I mean, for me, he's got the personality, the attitude to be a Man United manager
mm,
at a top club. But I just don't think he's got all the rest of the prerequisites for it. So I think he's got the ego, but without the foundation.
yeah,
That's what we're seeing. And because of that ego, it's like he could see a clause change in his contract, but still not want to give it up because he's got the Man United job.
yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah.
and
He's very stubborn. That's
yeah,
what it is. He's
and
very
I don't
stubborn.
think you guys want to publicly sack him, not right now and not before
Yeah.
Christmas.
Well, the thing that I said, man, I'm more for me, I'm not really invested in Man United at the moment because I'm still deflated from the news that he's actually staying. So, as I say, if they bring in some players, and I think you know what, it's about time they start being serious again,
Yeah.
then I might take much note of it. At the moment, I'm not really expecting too much because this manager is going to play the same players that are not good enough, and it's just going to be a case of yeah, we'll wait and see what happens really. But yeah, man, we're gonna wrap up anyway. But Lens, thanks for coming on, man. Some great
Thanks
chat,
for
man.
having me.
Got a lot of information, man. So yeah, man, it was good. It was good, man. We got into more or less everything we needed to, you know. Obviously I went into your boy Burnham, so
Yeah.
apologies. Yeah, but no, it was good, man. So it's what it's about, man, having differences of opinion and just debating it. You got
Yeah.
anything you want to shout out, man?
Not yet. I would have shied out my brand, but like
Yeah.
I'm moving websites at the moment, so less of that.
Is it LNK, yeah?
Yeah, LNK. So I
Okay.
got a brand for that, but
Yeah.
and I have trainers as well as well. So I've got a bunch of stuff, a whole clothing line that I
Okay.
will do stuff within in the future, but at the moment
Yeah.
it's on hold.
Okay, no worries, man. But yeah, no, you can make sure you shout out on my channel anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like to get you back on again, definitely, man. Hopefully we'll see some good more football, and obviously in the
Get me
Euros.
back on, especially if Musiala signs. I want to see
Well,
your face and I want to see mine.
I think I might cancel the channel, man. To be honest, if that happens, because
Just cut it then.
that's one thing I won't take. But Ten Hag staying and Musiala at Liverpool, nah.
Yeah, man. That's
I
what I'm
mean,
talking about.
the only thing that will top that, man, is if we can try and get Lamine Yamal or something of that. But that
Nah,
ain't gonna
not
happen.
happening.
But
Not happening. I'm wishing all the worst on Man United. As much as I kind of like
yeah,
want them to be competitive,
yeah.
to have the rivalry back.
Mm.
That seven, that seven against Ten Hag. Oh my gosh. That day made me realize I just want to see Man United not get relegated.
Yeah, you know what? Watching that game, man, I think I spent more time laughing. I was laughing at how bad it was. You know, it's
Yeah.
like how you actually allowing this. You know, and but unfortunately, I think I've become resigned now to Man United's standards low. When I'm seeing certain players getting hailed and they're playing, it
Yeah.
tells me United are not in the place where they need to be. and hopefully Ineos can at least bring back something. So, and obviously at the moment
I
the
mean,
manager's still there, which is
Arteta was
Jacob.
able to do it.
Yeah, but
Remember,
isn't
he
it when
got some
nothing's
heavy whoopings, you know. Arsenal used
yeah,
to get some heavy whoopings once he was able to actually build a
yeah,
squad.
yeah,
Completely changed. It could happen. I mean,
yeah. But the thing is with Arsenal, I think he's been there. What is his fifth? Is it his fourth, fifth, or fifth season?
yeah.
I think this season they have to win something. They have to win something, and I think it's gonna be the same old story. So
But do you see Arsenal winning?
no, I don't. That's the problem. I don't. I don't. So that's what I'm saying. They're just wasting their time. I mean, he's got his team now. There's no excuse. But I can't see them getting over the line because I think Arsenal just don't have what it takes,
Nah.
when it really matters. So yeah, man, that's that. But are you on Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, but I don't use it too tough, you know. Don't
Okay,
use
so I
it
was
too
gonna shout you
tough.
out on Twitter, man. But yeah, no,
Okay.
obviously
I'll message you on Instagram and I'll send you
yeah,
my
yeah,
Twitter.
mess me on Insta, man, and we'll yeah, obviously I'll get you on the Twitter as well. But yeah, man, as I say, definitely get you back on. But guys, yeah, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my channel at Gav Goes In. I'm gonna upload the channel onto my channel probably today or tomorrow. And I say I'll give you a shout out when I do, man. But yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
cool,
said,
man.
man, thank
Safe
you
for
for coming
that.
on. Yeah, take it easy,
Yeah,
man.
safe, man. Stay blessed.